Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to share a story with you that I seen as I was looking up another person that recently happened. This story is out of Topeka, Kansas, and it's about this man right here. This guy, John K. Ewing, has been locked up since April of 2021. Now, as of February 17th, he was found guilty of the following crimes: first-degree murder, second-degree murder, aggravated kidnapping, aggravated assault, criminal threat, and interference with sentencing from law enforcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this man right here, John K. Ewing, age 62, from Scranton, Kansas, viciously murdered his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, with an axe. He's been recently found guilty on February 17th of those charges that I named earlier. I want to read you this article real fast, and it'll talk a little bit about him.
A Shawnee County jury has found that a man from Scranton is guilty of brutally murdering his ex-girlfriend with an axe. Shawnee County court records indicate that on Friday, a jury returned a guilty verdict for 62-year-old John K. Ewing for murder in the first degree, murder in the second degree, aggravated kidnapping, aggravated burglary, criminal threat, and interference with law enforcement. Ewing was found guilty of the brutal axe murder of his ex-girlfriend, Deborah Stevens, in the Coach Light South Mobile Home Park in April of 2021. His sentencing has been scheduled for 9:30 a.m. on May 12th.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a short video about this guy, John Ewing, out of Scranton, Kansas. Now, I found a news article that had a little bit more detail about what happened when he was found. And you guys got to check this out. It reads as follows. A Kansas man was found guilty of brutally killing his ex-girlfriend with an axe nearly 2 years ago. It says a jury convicted John K. Ewing, age 62, on charges of first and second degree murder, aggravated kidnapping, aggravated burglary, criminal threat, and interference with law enforcement, as previously reported. And it goes on to say, according to an affidavit obtained by the station WIBW, security cameras captured footage of Ewing getting into an altercation with Deborah Stevens, age 58, outside a home in the Coach Light South Mobile Home Park in Topeka, Kansas, on the morning of April 27, 2022. The affidavit stated that video showed Stevens was at her vehicle and leaning into the driver's side door when Ewing walked up behind her. Stevens, seemingly unaware she was in danger, has no reaction until Mr. Ewing is behind her and grabs her about the head and neck area, causing Miss Stevens to scream out, the affidavit stated. The two began struggling, and Ewing took Stevens to the ground as she screamed while he struck her multiple times with a large flashlight. According to the affidavit, Ewing dragged Stevens to the trailer's stairs, and Ewing reached inside the open front door and grabs a long-handled axe and strikes her about the head area several times, threatening, "I will kill you," once he got her inside. Shawnee County Sheriff's deputies responded to the home around 5:30 p.m. and found Stevens dead on a bed in a bedroom with Ewing smoking a cigarette next to her, the affidavit stated. Ewing is scheduled to be sentenced in the case on May 12th. Guys, that's the story, and a couple of things I didn't mention in the story that I seen in the article, in another article. He was found with drugs in the trailer. When they arrived, he was on scene. Like they said, he was smoking a cigarette next to a battered and bloody body. And he tried to throw off and interfere with the cops. He was fighting with the police and everything. Now, this guy's 62. The woman who I found a picture of right here, from our obituary, Deborah Stevens was 58. Right? Now you'd think two grown people can get along. They can't. Sometimes they can't. And this is one thing I'll tell you about domestic violence, man. Sometimes, you know, if you with two people and one of them is maniacal and another one stays, sometimes it's not fear. It's part of them looks at that stuff as love. And I think this actually cost her. In this case, you know, this guy right here had a mean streak. Think about this. Nobody knows what this is about. No motive ever came out. Just a domestic dispute, right? She's at the car, digging in the car. He comes behind her. Drugs is involved. I don't know if she was on drugs. I don't want to judge, but things like this happen. Now, this guy right here beat her in the head with a flashlight, one of them tactical flashlights, bust her head all up. Pulled her back to the house in the trailer park, says, if I can get you in the house, I'm going to kill you. And he did that shit. He did that shit. Damn. It's like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, I can only speak from a male standpoint. You know, I can't have somebody make me that mad to where I want to do something to him. I just get him away from me. And if I can't get him away from me, like say I got a lease or something and it's tied to them, I'm going to get out of there. Now, there was this guy lived in the trailer park. Don't know if Miss Deborah lived with him or not. But I mean, damn, even at that age, people can't get along. At what point in your age do you want peace as a man? See, I learned a while ago, hey, you know what? I'll keep my sanity and knowing I did the right thing than be a victim of having somebody have me go crazy or do something to them when I know I don't want them around me. Like some people can't get out of their own way, and I keep talking about that. There's a saying that says, think outside the box. To achieve your greatness in life, you got to step outside of your own head. A lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, cannot do that. And this is a perfect example. I've never had somebody that made me so mad, you know, as a girlfriend or a woman or a wife that made me want to just, you know what, I'm going to risk my freedom, risk my life, and take theirs. Makes no sense. Never has, never will to me. All I know is this guy got a whole bunch of charges and they found him guilty on all of them. I think a lot of his character and stuff had something to do with it when he was in court for them to find him guilty on all of these things. Does. Now, this happened in April 2021. He's already institutionalized. He's been locked up since then. And he's going to get sentenced on what? May 12th. So, I mean, whatever his fate is, he's already used to being locked up, so it don't even matter. And the reason why I'm speaking that from, experience. When I was locked up after about a year, I was like, okay, I know how to move in here. This is that. I know who to avoid, who not to avoid. I ain't got to worry about bills. I'll sit here, you know. And then after I knew how much time I was facing in the spectrum of, of a scale of how many years, you might as well have sentenced me because I know I wasn't going nowhere for a long time. This guy killed somebody. He know he ain't going nowhere probably forever. And in there living might be better than where he was at in life. That's the thing. People that commit crimes a lot of times and they keep being repeat offenders and they keep doing things where it gets worse and worse and worse, or like they're on drugs and they're committing crimes. They're at their lowest point. So sometimes jail is just an upgrade. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's unfortunate Miss Stevens lost her life. But I mean, you can get out. This is a mess. See you in the next video. Take care.